This is Radio Paul, and I'm going to share with you today 3 different ideal org locations that look like they are in serious trouble. Up to this point, we have looked at their little crappy missions and their other little orgs and places that are failing, that are collapsing, but I want to look at some of the heavyweights now, some of the big boys, because this cult, after all, claims their ideal orgs are the wave of the future. That's what's going to turn around Scientology. That they have 8 million members, over 1,000 orgs and missions worldwide, which we already know is a complete lie. But we're going to examine here in just a minute 3 major locations that are in real bad shape. First up is the Ideal Org in Washington State, Seattle, that was purchased in the year 2005. It's located at 300 West Harrison Street. This building is abandoned. They spent millions of dollars of parishioners' money, had big fundraisers for it, and it's dead. The boards are over windows. You can see here that there's stuff growing on the windows. The building is empty. It's abandoned, and they've had windows broken out. There's graffiti all over the window. There you see 2 boarded up windows. There's nothing inside the space. It's just it's vacant. It's totally abandoned. Gang members have hopped up there and tagged it. Like I said, the inside of the windows have stuff running down them. This is one of Scientology's ideal orgs, multi-million-dollar business building doing nothing but rotting. I guess the 8 million members aren't using this building. And then coming up next, we're going to look at San Diego. Now, while the San Diego location is open and people are currently going there and it is upkept, one of the really interesting things about the new DC org opening is they don't like to talk about when they close down orgs. If you open up a new org every month and you close down 3, you can claim, we're opening up orgs every month. You hide the fact that you're closing down buildings and abandoning them. And this one's got a for sale sign on it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm wondering just how quickly they need to get rid of this building in order to pay off the DC location. Black PR, ladies and gentlemen. And as usual, this cult has fabricated numbers once again. This is the location in DC, the new org, and they claim that 3,000 people were on that little front lawn. They can maybe hold 400 at max. And I find it really interesting they're going to claim that 3,000 people fit in that little space. It's absolutely absurd. It's a total fabrication. On the other side of the street is a building that maybe you could fit 1,500 to 2,000 people on. And there were protesters from Anonymous over there. So don't tell me that the cult was using that side of the street. They weren't. Now, speaking of total fabrication, manufacturing consent through exaggerating numbers, there's a great video out there where someone took photographs from the 2007 Freedom Awards that Tom Cruise was at. And I find it very interesting that someone had figured out that Scientologists had used Photoshop to duplicate the people in the crowds. They have the same guy in 3 different locations, same woman in 5 different locations. They did this to make the crowd look more full. And this is, again, an example where we have a DC org, supposedly, the future of Scientology. In fact, there's a great video from Annensparrow where this guy walks out and goes, "We're 8 million strong and growing." Sure you are, pal. Keep fooling yourself. Keep wasting your money and your life.